Here's something that I picked up at the Goodwill a couple weeks ago. You may have seen a photo of it, but I never got around to doing the show until now. This is a Radio Shack switching power supply, which can either control the 12-volt electronics from either a cigarette lighter, or you can just screw them in directly. I bought this knowing I can use it for something, like maybe if I decide to repair CD stereos or something, I don't know. And the model number being, well, actually catalog number 22-507, Radio Shack power supply, input 120 volts, 60 hertz, 1.2 amps, 55 watts, total for output 13.8 volts at 3 amps. Custom manufactured in China for Radio Shack Corp, Fort Worth, Texas. UL approved. Caution, supply cord is not used replaceable. If damaged or frayed, please return to Radio Shack repair. Yeah. Complies with rules, etc., etc., etc. I have reason to believe this was probably 2006. I'm not sure, but I'll have to look that up later. So yeah, paid $4 for it. Like I said, it'll probably be a project that I'm going to use it for. I mean, and at first I bought this sight unseen because there were a few cigarette lighter appliances at the Goodwill, but I couldn't find any that worked. I thought maybe the polarity was different, or they burned out, or maybe the fuse inside the socket went. I don't know. But there is one item that I bought that actually worked with this. I'll show that off in a minute. And here's the item in question. It's a vintage Dante Car Vacu-Matic with crevice tool, brush, and utility tool. 9-foot cord plugs in the car socket. Instructions: simply plug the cord into your cigarette lighter socket to empty dust chamber, unscrew body at center, and remove dust, brush, clean the vacuum bag filter so that you will be assured of maximum suction power. Yeah. Other side of the box looked like that. And here's the instructions in detailed form, upside down. Of course, I love how they made the cigarette lighter on the left-hand side. And I couldn't find a model number, but it does say style number 1681-0809-800. So yeah, let's take a look at this thing and check it out. Well, here's what the vacuum looks like out of the box. I couldn't find any information on it other than it says Vacu-Matic. Here's a brush tool. Really needs to be cleaned out. Yeah. And the crevice tool, which is still in its original package. So maybe it was used for a little while. I don't know. I'll set that aside. And we're going to plug it up to that thing, and then we'll give a brief demonstration. Alright. I don't know if you can see it, but it is plugged up. And brief story about this. I mean, I kind of felt I had to buy this because it was the one thing that I got to work with this power supply. So, we'll switch it. We'll make sure that's off. We'll do that's on. Lights on. And here we go. I apologize for the dark lighting down here. I'm only going to show this briefly because, well, that's what's caught in the filter. So this thing does work, and it does suck in a good way. And now, if you don't mind, I gotta clean this up. here's the dust cap. So, yeah. Even though it sounds weak, it does suck. In a good way. Like I already said previous. I figured for the brush tool test, I'm not going to use the crevice tool because that's still in the package. I got my dusty old computer keyboard, which I do wipe the top off, but I'm sure there's some crud in the keys and So I made sure I turned the system off, so if we're ready, let's go! Meh. I'm probably going to need to get the shop vac out for this. But, what do you want? It was vintage. So I guess I'm going to conclude this video of the Radio Shack power switching supply and a vintage Dante Car Vacu-Matic. Until next time, I'm Esky, thanks for watching, and the comment box is open.